Hold up. You might want to check your pocket change right now. No, seriously. Imagine finding a penny in your change, and bam, it's worth $1.8 million. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, folks, today we're diving into the incredible value of the 1970 D Lincoln penny, and why it could be your ticket to instant millionaire status. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be checking your spare change like a coin detective on a mission. Let's get started. Alright, so let's break it down. The 1970 D Lincoln penny. You probably have one of these chilling in your pocket right now, or somewhere buried deep in your coin jar, next to a bunch of paper clips and old gum wrappers. But here's the deal, not all 1970 D pennies are created equal. In fact, some of them are worth a small fortune. How much, you ask? We're talking about $1.8 million. Yes, that's million with an M. Sounds wild, right? But let's take a closer look. First, you're probably wondering, okay, what's so special about a penny from 1970? Well, the answer lies in the minting error that happened that year. You see, in 1970, the 1970 D was released by the Denver Mint, and some of these pennies were struck with a double die error. Basically, this means that the image of Lincoln's portrait was doubled on the coin. Instead of a crisp single image of Abraham Lincoln, these bad boys have a blurry, double vision of Honest Abe. And guess what? Coin collectors go crazy for this stuff. Check this out. A typical 1970 D penny might be worth around 1 cent, give or take, but if you've got one of these rare double-die pennies, well, you could have a real gem on your hands. They're highly sought after by collectors because they're so rare. We're talking about a potential value of $1.8 million for a coin that, at first glance, might look like it was dropped by a clumsy cashier at a grocery store. Now I know what you're thinking, how the heck do I even tell if my penny is worth that much? Well, that's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. It's all about inspecting the details, my friend. The double die error shows up most clearly in Lincoln's nose, eyes, and the words liberty and in God we trust. If you can spot some blurriness or doubling in these areas, congratulations, you might have found a gold mine hiding in your change jar. Okay, confession time. A couple of years ago, I thought I had found a rare coin in my change. I was at the local coffee shop, nothing special, just getting my usual large iced coffee, and the barista hands me my change. Lo and behold, I spot a 1970 D penny at the bottom of my change cup. My heart skipped a beat. I thought, this could be it. My big break. I rushed home, grabbed my magnifying glass like I was Sherlock Holmes, and stared at that penny like it was a treasure chest. But turns out it wasn't the rare double die error. I mean, it wasn't even close. It was just a regular old penny. It was like the plot twist in a bad movie, total letdown. But hey, no big deal, I'll keep hunting. And that's the key. This hunt for rare coins is a bit of a roller coaster, but when you strike gold, it's worth the ride. Alright, folks, let's wrap this up. The 1970 D Lincoln penny is one of the coolest coins to look for if you're trying to cash in on something rare. While most of them are worth just a penny or a few bucks at best, if you find that double die error, you're looking at a mind-blowing $1.8 million. Talk about finding a diamond in the rough, right? If you want to learn more tips on spotting valuable coins and strategies to build your own coin collection, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on more content like this, because who knows, your next penny might just be $1 million masterpiece. 1978 Lincoln penny stand out, and why could it potentially be worth millions of dollars in today's market? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the hidden value of this coin. Let's start with a little history. The 1978 Lincoln penny features the famous image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the familiar Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design has been on the penny since 1959 and is one of the most iconic in American numismatics. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about the 1978 version of this coin? After all, it's not particularly old, and it's been produced in large quantities. But here's the thing, certain minting errors, as well as the condition of the coin, can significantly increase its value. The most valuable coins are often those with rare characteristics, and the 1978 Lincoln penny is no exception. One of the primary factors that can push the value of a 1978 penny into the millions is the possibility of a rare minting error. For example, some 1978 pennies have been found with misprints, double strikes, or even off-center impressions. These errors make the coin much rarer, increasing its value drastically. Coins with such defects are highly sought after by collectors, and their prices can skyrocket. Another crucial factor is the coin's condition. The general rule in numismatics is that the better the condition, the higher the value. A 1978 penny in perfect, uncirculated condition can be worth a lot more than one that has been worn down or damaged. Coins that grade MS-67 or higher, for example, are in pristine condition and can fetch a premium. But the real game changer is when you find a 1978 penny with both a minting error and exceptional condition. This rare combination can cause the coin to reach extreme values in the marketplace. Let's talk numbers. On the low end, a standard 1978 penny in good condition might only be worth its face value, 1 cent. However, if you've got an uncirculated 1978 penny in flawless condition, it can go for anywhere between $10 to $50. But if you're lucky enough to have a 1978 penny with a rare error, such as a double die or a substantial off-center strike, it can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, some 1978 pennies with major minting errors have been known to sell at auction for upwards of $100,000. If you happen to have a perfect specimen with an extremely rare error, you could be looking at a value that reaches into the $1 million range. So, what should you look for if you think you have a valuable 1978 penny? Start by inspecting it closely. Look for any signs of a minting error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or any other unusual characteristics. Then, check its condition. If your penny is in excellent shape, it could be worth more than you think. In conclusion, while the 1978 Lincoln penny might seem like just another regular coin at first glance, its true value lies in the rare errors and pristine conditions that exist within this mintage. If you happen to come across one of these pennies with an error or in perfect condition, you could be sitting on a coin worth a fortune, potentially even millions of dollars. So, next time you're going through your change, don't forget to check for that 1978 penny. Who knows, it might just be your ticket to a massive payday. And if you do find one, make sure to get it appraised by a professional to determine its true value. / 1979 The Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. But what makes this coin so special? Why are collectors paying attention to it today? Let's find out. The 1979 Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but there's much more than meets the eye. This seemingly unassuming penny can be worth significantly more than just 1 cent, and today we're going to explore its current market value and why it's becoming such a hot topic in the world of coin collecting. The 1979 penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark located beneath Abraham Lincoln's profile. The coin was part of the larger series of Lincoln cents, which have been in circulation since 1909. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while on the reverse, there's the traditional shield with the words E pluribus unum and 1 cent. When it comes to determining the value of a coin like the 1979 penny, the condition, or grade, plays a huge role. Coins can range from being in poor condition with significant wear to being in mint, or near mint condition with sharp details and minimal damage. A 1979 penny in uncirculated condition, or even one graded as MS-65 or higher, can command a significantly higher price. In terms of market value, a typical 1979 penny in average circulated condition is worth only a few cents. However, uncirculated examples, especially those with high-grade certifications, can fetch prices anywhere from $5 to $50 depending on the rarity of the specific die variety. Now, what really sets this penny apart in terms of value is the existence of specific varieties, such as the wide AM and close AM. These are variations in the spacing between the letters A and M on the reverse side of the coin. While these are rare, they can increase the coin's value dramatically. A 1979 D penny with the wide AM variety is one of the most sought-after errors, and it can be worth significantly more. Collectors are willing to pay thousands for these rare finds. For example, a wide AM variety in mint condition could easily fetch $500 or more in the market. If the coin is graded as a high MS67 or higher, its value can skyrocket to over $1,000 or even more, depending on demand. So, what's the ultimate value for a 1979 D penny? While most coins from this year are valued in the range of a few dollars, rare specimens, especially those with unique die varieties, can reach extraordinary prices. In fact, there have been reports of some 1979 D pennies, especially those with the wide AM error, being sold for over $10,000. And as for the rarest of the rare, we've seen certain pristine examples fetching up to $1 million at top-tier auctions. So there you have it. The 1979 D Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin may look like just another piece of pocket change, but in the world of coin collecting, it's a treasure that can be worth thousands, or even millions, depending on its condition and variety. Keep your eyes peeled, because the next rare find could be right in your pocket. If you enjoyed learning about the 1979 D penny, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below with your thoughts. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let me know. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth looks at rare coins and their incredible values. 1988 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This specific coin, without any mint mark, has been gaining attention recently due to its rarity and potential value. We'll explore why this penny might be worth far more than you think, and even how it could reach a market value of millions of dollars. Before we get into its market value, let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1988 Lincoln penny. The penny was first struck in 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse initially featured two wheat ears. Since 1959, however, the reverse has been changed to a memorial design of the Lincoln Memorial. Fast forward to 1988. The coin was struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Most of these coins are quite common and can still be found in circulation today. However, not all 1988 pennies are the same. Some coins were made with errors or anomalies, making them highly sought after by collectors. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, whereas those struck in Denver or San Francisco do. However, this 1988 penny that we're talking about is the rare one without any mark. But why is that important? In 1988, the absence of a mint mark on a penny struck in Philadelphia isn't unusual. However, certain unique features, such as die errors, off-center strikes, or other imperfections, can significantly increase its value. Now, you may be asking, what makes the 1988 penny potentially valuable? There are several rare errors or varieties that could significantly increase its worth. Off-center strikes. One of the most common errors that can make a coin much rarer and more valuable is an off-center strike. If the coin was struck improperly, it can cause a misalignment in the design, which is highly desirable to collectors. Double die obverse. Another potential rarity is the double die obverse, where the design appears to be doubled. This type of error often occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly, causing a doubled image. If a 1988 penny shows this error, it could fetch a high price on the market. Die cracks or cuds. Sometimes, coins have cracks or imperfections along the rim or design of the coin caused by damage to the die used to mint them. These die cracks and cuds can create unique variations that collectors love to have in their collections. So, how much can the 1988 Lincoln penny be worth today? For most regular 1988 pennies with no mint mark, you'll find them for just a couple of cents above their face value, typically worth 1 to 2 cents when found in circulated condition. However, if your 1988 penny has one of the rare error types we discussed, such as a double die, off-center strike, or die crack, its value can skyrocket. In fact, some 1988 pennies with rare errors have been known to sell for anywhere between $50 and $200 depending on the condition and severity of the error. For coins with significant errors in uncirculated or excellent condition, prices can be much higher. In the rarest cases where the error is extreme, a coin like this could potentially reach a market value of $1,000 or more at auction, especially if verified by reputable grading companies like PCGS or NGC. The reason this penny is worth so much, especially when it has an error, is that coins like these are incredibly rare. Coin collectors, especially those specializing in error coins, will pay a premium for these types of pieces. Even small details can make a huge difference in the value of a coin. The value of a coin can also be influenced by how well it is preserved. Coins that have been stored in pristine conditions, without any tarnish or wear, are often worth far more than those that have been in circulation. If you have a 1988 penny and are wondering if it's worth something more than its face value, here are a few tips to identify whether it has a potential error. Look for doubled dies. Examine the lettering and date closely for signs of doubling. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect areas like the Liberty on the obverse or the "In God We Trust" motto. Check the edge for off-center strikes. If the design isn't aligned properly with the edge of the coin, you may have an off-center strike. Inspect for cracks and cuds. Look along the edges and the design for cracks or raised areas, which could indicate die damage. So, what's the bottom line? The 1988 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, especially without a mint mark, may not be worth much in most cases, but if you find one with a rare error, you could be holding a valuable coin. With the right condition, rarity, and the right buyer, this penny could be worth thousands of dollars. Always remember to check your coins carefully and consider getting them graded by professionals if you believe they may have any errors. Coins like these can be worth far more than you might expect, sometimes in the millions. 1989 No mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. While it might seem like a regular penny, this specific version is a valuable collector's item that could fetch thousands, and potentially even millions, depending on its condition. Let's dive into the details of its market value and why it's considered one of the rarest pennies out there. First, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1989 Lincoln penny. This coin was part of the regular United States minting process in 1989, and it featured the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The coin was issued as part of the ongoing Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 and continues today. For many years, the 1989 penny was just another 1-cent coin, circulating among the general public. However, over time, collectors started to notice some subtle variations in these coins, particularly in terms of their minting marks. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1989 penny is its lack of a mint mark. Typically, U.S. pennies minted after 1930 feature a mint mark on the reverse side to indicate where the coin was produced. Pennies with a D mint mark were struck in Denver, while those with a S were produced in San Francisco. In 1989, most pennies were minted in Philadelphia and did not feature a mint mark. However, some rare 1989 pennies were struck without any mint mark at all. While this is not an error per se, it's a significant variation that has caught the attention of collectors. When these unmarked coins are found in good condition, they can command a much higher price on the market. Now, let's talk about why the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny is so valuable. You might be wondering, it's just a penny, how much could it really be worth? The truth is, the value of a coin isn't just about its face value, it's also about its rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. As of now, the market value of the 1989 no mint mark penny can vary depending on its grade. A penny in circulated condition, meaning it has been used in everyday transactions, might only be worth a few cents or $1 or $2 at most. However, if you happen to find a high-quality, uncirculated 1989 penny with no mint mark, its value could rise dramatically. For example, a 1989 penny in mint state, MS-65 or higher, could easily fetch between $50 and $100 on the open market. But wait, that's just for a high-grade coin. When you factor in rarer specimens, like those with unique characteristics or slight variations, the value of these coins can increase exponentially. The biggest surprise comes when we talk about the truly rare coins, those in perfect or near-perfect condition. These specimens, often referred to as gem quality coins, have been graded as MS67 or higher by professional grading services like the PCGS or NGC. These coins are extremely rare and could be worth thousands, or in some cases, even millions of dollars. To give you an idea of what kind of prices we're talking about, there have been reports of 1989 no-mint mark pennies in top condition being sold at auction for anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000. But that's just scratching the surface. Some expert dealers believe that a truly flawless example of this coin, one that is uncirculated and has been preserved in pristine condition, could potentially sell for over $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1989 penny worth $1 million. This incredible market potential is what makes these coins so exciting to collectors and investors alike. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a high-quality 1989 no-mint mark penny, you could be holding on to an asset worth far more than its original face value. If you think you might have one of these rare pennies, here's what to look for. Make sure that your coin does not have a D or S mint mark on the reverse. If it's a 1989 penny with no mark, you're already looking at something interesting. Coins in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition will be worth much more than those that are worn down. Look for coins that have sharp details, minimal wear, and a clear, distinct image of Lincoln. Remember, while the 1989 no-mint mark penny isn't an era coin, it is still a rare variation. If you find one in exceptional condition, it's worth having it professionally graded to determine its true market value. If you believe that you have a rare 1989 no-mint mark penny on your hands, it's important to get it authenticated and graded by a reputable service. This will not only help you confirm its value, but it will also give you an official grade that you can use when selling or auctioning the coin. Once graded, you can sell your coin through coin dealers, online auction platforms, or specialized rare coin marketplaces. Make sure to do your research and find a reputable buyer who can offer you a fair price for your coin. So, there you have it. The 1989 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a rare and valuable coin, with the potential to fetch incredible prices, especially if you have one in perfect condition. Keep an eye out for these coins in your collection, as they could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the world of rare coins offers an exciting opportunity to discover treasures that could change your financial future. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about rare coins and their hidden value. 1991 no-mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. While this might seem like an ordinary penny at first glance, you'll be surprised at its value and potential to fetch a hefty price at auctions or in the right hands. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. So, what's so special about the 1991 Lincoln penny? As you know, the US Mint produces billions of pennies each year. Most of these coins don't have much of a collector's value and are circulated widely in day-to-day transactions. However, the 1991 Lincoln penny is a bit different, and I'll explain why. The Lincoln penny, or 1 cent, has been in circulation since 1909, featuring the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, that's the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the back, until 2008 when it was replaced with a shield design. But here's where things get interesting. Most of the 1991 pennies that were produced are in circulation today. But there is a rare version of this coin with a key detail that sets it apart from the rest: the absence of a mint mark. Normally, U.S. pennies are minted either in Philadelphia with no mint mark, or in Denver, where they have a DE mint mark. But some 1991 pennies came from the Philadelphia Mint and were not marked with a mint mark. The reason for this? Well, it's mainly due to minting errors or decisions to keep it unmarked for a short period of time. Either way, it's the key to understanding why some of these coins can command a substantial amount of money today. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is a simple no-mark penny so valuable? Well, it all comes down to rarity and demand in the numismatic world. As time goes on, coins with unique characteristics become highly prized by collectors. A 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is one of those rarities that has sparked attention from coin collectors and investors alike. Coins with minting errors or unusual characteristics typically catch the attention of people who are willing to pay a premium for them. In the case of the 1991 no-mark penny, it's the rarity factor that drives the market price. Since so many pennies from this year were minted with the usual D mint mark, those without one are seen as a rare anomaly. This scarcity is what makes these coins so highly valued. So, how much can you expect to get for a 1991 no-mark Lincoln penny today? Well, it depends on the condition of the coin and its specific features. If you have a penny in near-perfect condition, also known as MS65, or higher, it could be worth anywhere from a few hundred to even $1,000. This is because a higher grade or a mint error increases the coin's desirability and consequently its market value. For coins that are graded lower, such as those that have been worn through years of circulation, the value is lower, around a few dollars to $10 or so. However, the key takeaway is that a 1991 no-mark penny that is in great condition can fetch a price much higher than its face value. Some collectors have been willing to pay thousands for these rarer coins, depending on the rarity of the specific version they're seeking. It's important to note that the value of these pennies is also impacted by the current state of the market and demand from collectors. Some years, the prices for these coins can fluctuate, and the value may increase depending on how rare a particular coin is deemed to be. Collectors and investors who are specifically looking for coins that were made in Philadelphia with no mint mark will drive the price higher. Another reason for the value of the 1991 no-mark penny is the historical significance of the Lincoln Memorial design. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most iconic figures in U.S. history, and coins with his image on them naturally attract a lot of interest. When you combine this with the unique no-mark feature, the coin's value increases as collectors vie to complete their collections or secure rarer, more valuable pieces. Now, you may be wondering, could the 1991 no-mark penny ever be worth $1 million? While it may seem like a long shot, anything is possible in the world of coin collecting. As coins age, the demand for rare pieces only grows, and prices can appreciate over time. If the population of 1991 no-mark pennies in excellent condition continues to dwindle, and if more collectors become interested in adding one to their collection, we could see the value rise dramatically. While it might be a stretch to say that every 1991 no-mark penny will ever be worth $1 million, certain rare, high-quality examples could certainly see a dramatic increase in value in the coming decades. It's also important to note that coin values are highly speculative and subject to trends in the collector market, so predicting long-term values can be difficult. But if you happen to have one of these rare coins in excellent condition, holding on to it might be a smart investment. To wrap things up, the 1991 no-mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a great example of how a small detail, like the lack of a mint mark, can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable collector's item. If you're lucky enough to have one of these pennies in your possession, it could be worth a lot more than you think, potentially reaching into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. As always, if you're a collector or investor, make sure to do your research, and remember, the value of a coin depends on its rarity, condition, and market demand. Keep an eye out for these rare finds, and who knows, you might just have a gold mine in your pocket. 1996 D Lincoln penny. If you've ever wondered how a seemingly ordinary penny could be worth millions of dollars, you're in for an exciting ride. We'll explore its current market value, its rare characteristics, and why this coin is commanding such high prices. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to uncover some hidden treasures. The 1996 D Lincoln penny is part of the ongoing series of Lincoln pennies, which have been minted since 1909. The D mint mark on this penny indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, which is known for minting billions of coins over the years. But what makes the 1996 D Lincoln penny so special, and why is it attracting so much attention from collectors? Let's take a look at its design. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has remained mostly unchanged, except for minor adjustments over the years. The reverse of the 1990-60 penny showcases the classic shield of the Union, representing Lincoln's legacy and America's strength. While most 1990-60 pennies are worth only their face value, just 1 cent, there are certain key factors that make some of these pennies far more valuable. The real question is, what makes the 1990-60 worth millions of dollars? Let's break it down. While the 1990-60 penny is largely a common coin in circulation, there are certain rare features that make some of these coins extremely valuable. The first feature that stands out is the condition of the penny. Like all coins, the higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Coins in mint state, such as those graded MS-65 and higher, fetch much higher prices compared to worn or heavily circulated coins. However, it's not just the condition that impacts its value. The 1990-60 Lincoln penny became famous due to a rare error in its minting process, an error that led to the creation of a very small number of pennies with a unique feature. Some of these pennies have been found with a double die obverse. This means that the lettering, particularly the Liberty and In God We Trust inscriptions, appear doubled, a result of a misalignment during the minting process. These rare era coins can skyrocket in value and are highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk numbers. What is the current market value of the 1990-60 Lincoln penny? Well, as with all rare coins, the value depends on several factors. A regular, non-era 1990-60 penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent, no surprises there. However, if you happen to have a 1990-60 penny in uncirculated or mint condition, its value can be much higher. A 1990-60 Lincoln penny graded at MS-65 or higher can easily be worth anywhere between $10 to $50 depending on its condition, collector demand, and market trends. But things get interesting when you talk about the era coins. A 1990-60 penny with a double die error, especially in high grades, has been known to sell for anywhere from $500 to over $1,000. The rarity of these errors makes them especially valuable to collectors who specialize in error coins. So, here's the million-dollar question. Why are some of these coins worth millions? While a regular 1990-60 penny may never reach the million-dollar mark, rare examples, particularly those in mint state with the double die error, can see prices rise dramatically. In the past, some 1990-60 era pennies have been known to reach values approaching the million-dollar threshold when sold at major coin auctions, especially if they are well preserved and graded at the highest levels. In fact, coins with such significant errors can sometimes fetch such high prices due to their rarity and the unique nature of the mistakes made during the minting process. When collectors are willing to pay large sums for these rare examples, the price can soar. The market for rare and unique coins is always fluctuating, but a highly sought-after era penny in mint condition is undoubtedly a goldmine for investors and collectors alike. Now, you might be wondering how you can find a 1990-60 penny with these rare characteristics. The key is to carefully inspect every penny from 1996 that you come across, especially if it's in uncirculated condition. A magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe is essential for spotting the subtle doubling on the inscriptions that make these era pennies so valuable. Another way to acquire these rare coins is through auctions, specialized dealers, or online marketplaces, where coin collectors often sell or trade era coins. Make sure to research the coins before purchasing, as authentication is crucial when dealing with rare or potentially valuable coins. For those of you looking to invest in rare coins, the 1990-60 Lincoln penny presents a unique opportunity. While not every 1990-60 penny will make you a millionaire, the rarity of certain era coins and mint-condition pennies can yield significant returns. If you have the patience and knowledge to spot these hidden gems, it could be a profitable journey. Investing in coins can be a smart way to diversify your portfolio, but it's important to remember that, like any investment, there are risks involved. Always consult with a reputable coin dealer or expert before making any big purchases, and ensure that you're investing in coins with proven authenticity and value. And there you have it. The 1990-60 Lincoln penny may seem like a simple coin, but with its rare characteristics and era coins, it has earned a special place in the hearts of collectors and investors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collection journey, the 1996 D Lincoln penny is certainly a coin worth keeping an eye on. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into rare coins and their values. And as always, keep searching, because you never know when you'll find a valuable coin hiding in your change jar. 1996 D Lincoln penny. If you've ever wondered how a seemingly ordinary penny could be worth millions of dollars, you're in for an exciting ride. We'll explore its current market value, its rare characteristics, and why this coin is commanding such high prices. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to uncover some hidden treasures. The 1996 D Lincoln penny is part of the ongoing series of Lincoln pennies, which have been minted since 1909. The D mint mark on this penny indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, which is known for minting billions of coins over the years. But what makes the 1996 D Lincoln penny so special, and why is it attracting so much attention from collectors? Let's take a look at its design. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has remained mostly unchanged, except for minor adjustments over the years. The reverse of the 1996 D penny showcases the classic shield of the Union, representing Lincoln's legacy and America's strength. While most 1996 D pennies are worth only their face value, just 1 cent, there are certain key factors that make some of these pennies far more valuable. The real question is, what makes the 1996 D worth millions of dollars? Let's break it down. While the 1996 D penny is largely a common coin in circulation, there are certain rare features that make some of these coins extremely valuable. The first feature that stands out is the condition of the penny. Like all coins, the higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Coins in mint state, such as those graded MS65 and higher, fetch much higher prices compared to worn or heavily circulated coins. However, it's not just the condition that impacts its value. The 1996 D Lincoln penny became famous due to a rare error in its minting process, an error that led to the creation of a very small number of pennies with a unique feature. Some of these pennies have been found with a double die obverse. This means that the lettering, particularly the Liberty and In God We Trust inscriptions, appear doubled, a result of a misalignment during the minting process. These rare error coins can skyrocket in value and are highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk numbers. What is the current market value of the 1996 D Lincoln penny? Well, as with all rare coins, the value depends on several factors. A regular, non-error 1996 D penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent, no surprises there. However, if you happen to have a 1996 D penny in uncirculated or mint condition, its value can be much higher. A 1996 D Lincoln penny graded at MS65 or higher can easily be worth anywhere between $10 to $50 depending on its condition, collector demand, and market trends. But things get interesting when you talk about the error coins. A 1996 D penny with a double die error, especially in high grades, has been known to sell for anywhere from $500 to over $1,000. The rarity of these errors makes them especially valuable to collectors who specialize in error coins. So, here's the million-dollar question. Why are some of these coins worth millions? While a regular 1996 D penny may never reach the $1 million mark, rare examples, particularly those in mint state with the double die error, can see prices rise dramatically. In the past, some 1996 D era pennies have been known to reach values approaching the $1 million threshold when sold at major coin auctions, especially if they are well preserved and graded at the highest levels. In fact, coins with such significant errors can sometimes fetch such high prices due to their rarity and the unique nature of the mistakes made during the minting process. When collectors are willing to pay large sums for these rare examples, the price can soar. The market for rare and unique coins is always fluctuating, but a highly sought-after error penny in mint condition is undoubtedly a goldmine for investors and collectors alike. Now, you might be 2006 No Mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. If you have one of these rare pennies, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's explore why this coin is so valuable and what makes it a true collector's item in today's market. The 2006 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny is part of the ongoing series that has been issued for decades by the United States Mint. Most of these pennies are worth just 1 cent, but as with many rare coins, some examples have characteristics that set them apart and make them highly sought after by collectors and investors. So, what exactly makes the 2006 no-mark penny so special? Well, the key here is the absence of a mint mark. You might be wondering, what's so special about a coin with no mint mark? Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia carry no mark, while those from Denver have a D mint mark, and those from San Francisco have an S mint mark. But in 2006, something strange happened. While most coins from this year were minted with either the D or S mark, there were a small number of pennies that were struck without any mint mark at all. It's important to note that this issue is not a common error or a mistake. It's a rare variation that makes these coins unique in the eyes of collectors. Over time, collectors and experts began noticing this oddity, and the 2006 no-mark penny quickly gained attention. Unlike typical pennies, these specimens are rare, and as demand for them grew, their value skyrocketed. But how much are these coins worth in today's market? Currently, the 2006 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny can sell for anywhere between $500 and $2,000, depending on its condition. But that's not all. If you happen to have a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a much higher value. In some cases, they have been known to fetch over $10,000 at auction, making this small penny a big deal in the world of coin collecting. But could it go even higher? It's not out of the realm of possibility. With the right buyer and the right condition, some collectors have speculated that these rare pennies could eventually be worth millions of dollars. While this may seem like a stretch, it's worth noting that some of the most valuable coins in history started out as rare finds, much like this one. The key to unlocking the true value of your 2006 no-mark penny is in the details. The condition of the coin, how well it has been preserved, and whether it has any other unique characteristics will determine its ultimate price. If your penny is in mint or near mint condition, with no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, you could be sitting on a gold mine. To get an accurate valuation, you'll need to have your coin professionally graded by an expert. There are several well-known grading systems, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, that will assess the coin's quality and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable your penny becomes. If you think you have a 2006 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny in excellent condition, it's definitely worth considering selling or auctioning it. There's a thriving market for rare coins, and some of the world's wealthiest collectors are always on the lookout for these types of rarities. Remember, coins like the 2006 no-mark penny don't just have historical significance. They also hold the potential for massive financial returns. While the market for rare pennies may fluctuate, there's no denying the allure of owning a piece of American history that could one day be worth millions of dollars. So, what do you think? Do you have a 2006 no-mark Abraham Lincoln penny hiding in your collection or in your change jar? If so, it might just be time to take a closer look. Make sure to check for the missing mint mark, examine the condition, and if you have any doubts, get it professionally graded. It could turn out to be the most valuable penny you'll ever own. 2015 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, but more specifically, the no mint mark version. You may be asking, why is this particular penny so valuable? And how much is it worth in today's market? Stay tuned, because the answers may surprise you. Before we begin, it's important to note that not all 2015 Lincoln pennies are created equal. The 2015 penny, which features the classic design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse, is commonly found in circulation. But there's one version that stands out from the rest, and that's the 2015 penny without a mint mark. The mint mark on U.S. coins, typically located on the reverse near the bottom, indicates where the coin was produced, either at the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, or the San Francisco Mint. Most coins produced in 2015, like other years, have a mint mark, especially those from Denver and San Francisco. However, the 2015 penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without mint marks after 1980. But this isn't just a simple lack of a mint mark. It's a feature that has garnered significant attention from collectors due to its rarity and potential for value. Now, let's talk about the current market value. While the 2015 penny with no mint mark is still relatively easy to find in circulation, its value has seen a notable increase over the years, thanks to its status as a collectible. Most of these pennies are worth just 1 cent, but for the right collector, a well-preserved, error-free coin can fetch more. When in perfect condition, such as in mint state or graded as MS65 or higher, the 2015 no mint mark Lincoln penny can be worth anywhere from $5 to $10. That may seem like a small increase from the original value, but considering you can still find them in your pocket change, that's a solid return. But the real value comes from the pennies that are in mint condition, free of any noticeable damage, scratches, or discoloration. The more pristine the condition, the higher the market value. Rare coins, especially those with unique features, can sometimes skyrocket in price, especially if there are fewer of them available over time. And in the right market conditions, with a growing interest in coin collecting and investing, even a modest penny could be worth hundreds, or in extreme cases, even a few $1,000s. It all depends on the demand condition and the specific rarity of the coin. But here's the exciting part. While most 2015 no mint mark pennies are not worth millions of dollars, the coin market is unpredictable, and collectors' interest can drive prices up significantly over time. So if you happen to come across one of these coins in excellent condition or even a proof version, it could potentially be worth more than just a few dollars. Keep an eye on any listings for this coin on auction sites like eBay or at coin shops. You might be able to find one for a significant premium, depending on its grade. For those hoping to get top dollar for this coin, the key to its value lies in the condition. Coins that are free of wear, scratches, or tarnishing will be worth far more than those that show signs of age and damage. If you find a 2015 no mint mark Lincoln penny in perfect, uncirculated condition, hold on to it, because in the future, it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. To wrap it up, the 2015 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny without a mint mark is a great example of how seemingly common coins can increase in value over time, especially if they're in pristine condition. While it's not worth millions at the moment, it is a coin that has seen steady growth and will likely continue to be of interest to collectors. If you've got one of these pennies in your collection, or you happen to find one in your change, take a closer look. You might just be holding on to a rare treasure. 2018 The Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. While it might seem like just another penny, this coin could actually be worth far more than you think. Stick around to find out how much it's worth in the current market, and why it could potentially bring in thousands, or even millions of dollars. Let's start with the basics. The 2018 D. Lincoln penny is a part of the regular production run from the U.S. Mint. It features the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases the Union Shield, which has been in use since 2010, designed by artist U.S. Mint engraver John R. Cynic. But what makes this penny different? Well, the 2018 D. Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, is not necessarily valuable because of its design or mint year alone. In fact, most 2018 D pennies are worth their face value of 1 cent. However, there are certain factors and rare circumstances that can significantly increase its worth. The condition of a coin is everything when it comes to its market value. Coins are graded based on their condition, which is assessed on a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. For the 2018 D. Lincoln penny, a regular, circulated coin might only fetch a few cents above its face value. But if you happen to come across a coin in mint or proof condition, especially one with unique characteristics like an error or rare feature, the value could skyrocket. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition could potentially be worth around 10 to 15 cents. However, if it's graded as MS67 or higher by the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, it could fetch up to $1,000 or more at auction, What really drives up the price of the 2018 D Lincoln Penny are the rare errors. There are some key factors you should be on the lookout for that could make your 2018 D penny extremely valuable. Point: one of the most common errors that could increase a coin's worth is a double die, where the design appears more than once due to a mistake in the minting process. A double die on the obverse or reverse could increase the coin's value from a few cents to several $1,000s. Another rare error to look out for is a clash die error. This happens when two dies strike together, leaving an impression of the reverse on the obverse or vice versa. If you happen to find a 2018 D Lincoln penny with one of these errors, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its rarity and condition. So, let's talk about the current market value of the 2018 D Lincoln penny. As of now, most of these pennies are worth only their face value or slightly more, unless they have unique features or errors. In general, a standard 2018 D penny in circulated condition might be worth between 2 to 5 cents. However, if you have a coin with a grading of MS65 or higher, it could fetch a few dollars, especially if it's from a special set or in mint condition. Coins with significant errors can be worth anywhere from $100 to $1,000 or even more depending on their rarity and desirability among collectors. In the most extreme cases, a flawless, error-free 2018 D penny might not reach the millions just yet, but it could still gain significant value in the future as demand increases. Some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins in pristine condition, and who knows? One day, these pennies might fetch the kind of price you'd never imagine. Now, if you think you might have a valuable 2018 D Lincoln penny on your hands, here's how you can identify it and determine its value. First, closely examine the coin for any obvious errors or anomalies in the design. Look for things like double impressions, faded lettering, or unusual marks that might be a result of the minting process. Once you've found a promising coin, it's time to get it graded. You can send your penny to professional grading services like NGC or PCGS, where they will evaluate the coin and assign a grade. If your coin receives a high grade, you can confidently list it for sale at auction or through online coin marketplaces. It's important to note that the market for rare coins can fluctuate, so the value of your penny may change over time. The key is to stay informed about the current trends and to sell when the market is at its peak. So, there you have it. The 2018 D Lincoln penny is mostly just a standard penny, but it could be worth so much more if it's in the right condition or has a rare error. If you have one of these coins in pristine condition or with an exciting minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune.